Hi, my name's Dan. I'm the parts manager at Turner Kia and parts.turnerkia.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install roof rack crossbars on your Kia Sorento. One thing you'll have to determine before you order your crossbars is what type of roof rails your Sorento has. The vehicle we're using is a 2024 model year Sorento S, and it has the standard roof rails, which are solid the whole way from the front to the back. I'll show you in a moment with the other style roof rails, the raised roof rails, which would be on the X line and X Pro. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, and this vehicle is an X line, and you'll see the difference in the rails. The raised rails have this opening in them, and they're not solid mounted to the car the whole way through. I'll have links to both in the description so you can get the appropriate crossbars for your vehicle. First thing, let's take a look at what comes in the box with your crossbars. You'll see we've got both the crossbars themselves. One of them is longer than the other one. You're going to want to make sure that the longer one goes towards the front of the vehicle. And you also get a package here with the installation instructions as well as the tools to be able to install these crossbars. This is showing you what's inside of the package there with the instructions and tools. This tool here is what we're going to use to tighten up the nut to attach the crossbar to the rail. And this little guy is what we're going to use to take the cover off of the outside of the rail to get access to that bolt that we need to tighten with this one. Alright, before we go ahead and set this on top of the car, the first thing we got to do is we need to take the cover off of the end of the rail here. So we're going to do that by putting our smaller tool into here and turning that to the unlock position, and then this cover will just pop right off. This is what the end will look like once you get the cover off, and you'll notice there's a LH on this side, and on the other side it says RH. That way you know it goes on the left hand or right hand side of the vehicle. And there's also an arrow to indicate which way it faces towards the front of the car. This bolt here is the one that we need to loosen with the longer tool, and then that will allow this clamp to get some play so it can slip over top of the rails. Okay, and this is what it'll look like when you first set the roof rail on top of the car, or I'm sorry, the roof crossbar on top of the rail on your vehicle. You want to make sure that it comes down over top of the rail and sits flush against it like this, that there's no extra space in there. For lining it up, the trick I like to use is I line up the front edge of the crossbar with the very back edge of the B-pillar, and that gives you just about the perfect spacing here for the front crossbar. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tighten this bolt back down so that way it holds it tight, because right now it's just sitting there. One thing you'll notice about this wrench is it's got this red flag on it with a little window in it. And what that does is it sort of acts as like a bit of a torque wrench. And how you'll know that your crossbar is tight enough, as you're tightening down on it, you just want to hold on to the metal part, not onto any of this plastic, this black plastic piece or the red piece, just onto the metal Allen wrench looking piece here. And as you get tight, once it gets to the proper tightness, see how that little arrow pops up in the window there? That's how you'll know that your crossbar is tight enough. Okay, now we're moving on to the back crossbar. In the back, I like to line up the front edge of the crossbar right about here, kind of where this trim molding starts to really curve down. And if we back up here, try to get all this into one shot, if we make one big line straight down, also sort of where this little piece does its little curve, and that'll get you lined up pretty nicely. Now all we have to do again is just tighten this bolt, as we've already made sure that we're nice and flush on top of the rail. So we'll just tighten that down and get the covers back on, and then we're all set. We've got our crossbars installed. What I recommend doing is keeping the instructions and the tools in a safe place, preferably in your vehicle. That way, in case you ever need to take the crossbars off or make an adjustment, you'll have all the tools and instructions there ready to go. Also, be sure to bookmark this video so that way you can refer back to it at any time. If you'd like to purchase a set of crossbars from me, I'll have the link down in the description to our website, parts.turnerkia.com, and we'd be willing to ship it anywhere within the United States. If you're local to the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area, feel free to give our service department a call, and they would be more than happy to install the crossbars for you. If you like this video or have any further interest in Kia accessories, certainly give the video a like and our channel a subscribe. We'll have lots more coming up. Thank you.